audio to your video project is pretty simple. The main thing is that you want to make sure it is audio that is in the Creative Commons, it's royalty free, that you purchased a license for, so on and so forth. It can't just be anything that you have like, on your phone or in your hard drive or something like that. There's only specific audio that you can use. You'll get flagged when you try to put your video on YouTube if it's not copyright free. On Blackboard, I have a section here under free sounds and stock footage, and you can look through these things. I can tell you that free sound is never that great, or free sound is good, but not necessarily the music. So this website, Free Sounds of All Kinds, this one is great for environmental sounds. It does require you to create an account, but as far as I know, I mean, I've used it a lot. They never have like bothered me with junk mail or anything like that. Let's see. So opening a beer. So this is just like a website for people who are total mic geeks, and you can put in almost anything. You could put in like people speaking in German, drinking beer, standing by a brook, and there's going to be someone who's actually recorded that. So if you're ever looking for the sound of like a dog, a rain, thunder, stuff like that, go to this website. You'll have to make an account, log in, and you can get the sounds here. So you can just do like a little preview, see if that works for you, and then you can download it. So in terms of download, you are looking for the type, a WAV file is fine. MP3 is the most common audio file that you would be looking for. So let me just see if any of these other ones are in MP3s. This is also a WAV file. I believe on here it allows you to choose the file format somewhere. Perhaps I have to log in to get it. But so those two examples were WAV file formats, and they should both work in your project. This is also a WAV type. All right, but another site you could go to is for this free music archive. Here's one with classical music. And so I have that one open already over here, the free music archive. So this was the home page. I just went into Browse FMA and I picked the genre. I just picked jazz, pick whatever genre you want. And then you're just going to get pages and pages of like this music that you can use, but they sometimes have like different licenses, so you have to check that out. So for example, am I still in jazz here? Okay, I'll just make sure I'm in jazz. And I think I chose this one. I can do a little preview. Okay, yeah, so for whatever reason, I'm going to choose that one. I already downloaded it, and it downloaded as an MP3 file. And then I immediately copied it from my downloads over to my video art folder. I pasted it into my video art folder. And then in Premiere, I did the double click on the project panel and imported it. All right. And so here's my audio clip that I brought over. I can see how long it is. It's 31 seconds long. And I'm going to just drag it over onto my timeline. Actually happens to be the perfect length for the timeline that I'm working on. And so here I can see my volume tracker. Remember, you do have to have that kind of extended to be able to see it, and I can play it back over here. And I'm going to talk about these numbers more in details later, but we have our audio bars. And the main thing is you want to make sure you're never hitting the 0 or seeing red up there when you play it back. So that's pretty loud, but there's no other audio that's going on right now. I don't have anyone talking or anything like that, but I could try to drop that down just like a little bit, play it back. Okay. And in fact, I don't want to hear the audio from these anymore, so I'm just going to mute those. And so now that will be, I won't hear that audio, I'll only hear the audio from over here. All right, perfect. And then I can do all the same things that I would normally do, like, Shift D to have it sort of fade in, and I can extend that fade. So now this is going to be starting at the black, but I have a nice fade in. Okay. So, I guess I should just point out when you're over there on that website, once I clicked on this piece and then I wanted to download it, it did give me this message about understanding the license that it is well, the specific conditions of the license. So if you see this, you should check this because this particular piece did require that you gave credit and a link. Okay, so you could add that credit, add it into the credits with a little bit of text at the end of your project. All right, so check through, make sure that when you do the download that you are looking to see what are the specific conditions that you have to abide by to be able to use that audio. And people always ask me if I make my own audio, can I use that? Absolutely. You are the owner of your own audio. Okay. So that's kind of it for adding audio to your video tracks, which is kind of like adjusting the volumes and the fades right now. And then later on, I'll get into more specific details about our target numbers.